Hi, boys and girls. It's Bored with Miss Reynolds, better off reading every day. And have I got a good one for you? It's called This is the Rope, a story from the Great Migration. This is the rope my grandmother found beneath an old tree a long time ago back home in South Carolina. This is the rope my grandmother skipped under the shade of a sweet-smelling pine. This is the rope my grandfather used to tie the few things they owned to the top of a car that drove my grandmother, who was Mother now, from South Carolina all the long way to the place called New York City. This is the rope my grandmother held tight to as my grandfather drove real slow past the people and the big city buildings that seemed to go on and on. This is the rope my grandmother used to dry the sweet-smelling flowers she grew in small window boxes, reminding her of the flowers back home, where the land, she said, went on and on. This is the rope my grandfather strung so that my mama's diapers could blow dry in the hot city breeze. And this is the rope my mama tied around a small ducky neck, then pulled it along singing quack, quack, quack. This is the rope my mama held out to the girls on the block, her new Brooklyn block, a home of their own that they finally owned. Mama asked shyly, "Anybody want to play?" This is the rope my mama first tripped on as she sang with her friends. Miss Lucy had a baby. She named him Timmy. She named him Tiny Tim. This is the rope my mama found again 10 years later when my grandfather said, "We need a bit of rope to tie these things down inside this here car, like that rope we used to have from back home." Then he drove with my mama off to college far away from the city, while up at the window my grandmother waved. This is the rope my mama placed on the piano around family photos and me, just a baby, and then a bit bigger, are already reaching for it. This is the rope my mama placed on the piano around family photos and me, just a baby, and then a bit bigger, already reaching for it. This is the rope my daddy used when he showed me the way to tie a sailor's knot. 2 times around and pull it real tight. You want you want whatever you make or do in your life, my daddy said, to last. This is the rope my mama turned as she waved to my daddy and taught me to sing the Miss Lucy song out on our sidewalk right here in Brooklyn just last Friday night. This is the rope that held up the sign saying we are all family at our picnic reunion in the big park up the street from our home. This is the rope, threadbare and graying, that I traded with Grandma for a brand new one. Then I jumped a new jump. My name is Beatrice. I come from Brooklyn, as my family smiled proudly, and the sun began setting as Grandma held on to her rope from back home. And here long ago, memory of sweet smelling pine. And that is the end of This is the Rope. Boys and girls, it's Bored with Miss Reynolds, better off reading every day. I don't own the rights to this story that I have read to you, but I love storytelling magic. And what I love about this story is it's all about generations. One rope, 3 generations of childhood memories, like it says on the back. And I love, love, love that reading brings out the best in people, and it joins generations together. When people get together for my readings, all the different generations can enjoy the books that I'm reading, because I read from way back to right now to heading towards the future. And that's what I absolutely love about being bored with Miss Reynolds, better off reading every day. I hope that this book brings you as much pleasure as it has brought me, knowing how much I loved the generation of my mom, the generation of my grandma, and the generation with my very own daughter. Generations for days. Now, let's get down to business. Here is my rope. All right, let's try it again. All right, a little bit more. I love skipping rope. I actually skip rope just about every day. It's one of my favorite forms of exercise. So, this is the rope. This is the rope. I'll see you again really soon. Bye.